hot topic. College football picks is in. College football picks is in. If I missed out on my picks last week, both NFL and college, they went 5-1 both sides. Both college went 5-1, both NFL went 5-1. So if you missed out on my picks, hey man, that's on you, man. If you're looking for picks that's gonna help you with your parlays, money line, or if you just want to get a little action and a little, gambling game, I got some good picks, man. I got some good picks. Nobody always go 100, even though I went 6-0 a few times already this season. I'm not bragging. I'm just saying that's just what it was. But last week I went 5-1 for both college football and the NFL. This week alone, I don't have a name for this week as far as what to call this Saturday. But this Saturday is going to be real. You're going to see teams who are really good either step it up, or you're going to see teams who are on the fringe get their ass beat. So for this week, my pick 6 for college football. First game I'm calling Louisville versus number 2 Miami. If y'all haven't watched Miami at all this year, they look really good. They look sound on both sides of the field. Louisville can present a problem if Miami becomes lethargic. But I'm going with Miami. They look really good. They look college football playoff bound. And there's been a long time that those sentences is uttered about a Miami team. Regardless if it's college football or the bowl or top tier bowls, Miami haven't looked like Miami in a long time. They look really good. So I'm going with number 2 Miami over Louisville. Next game I'm calling number 11 Tennessee versus number 6 Alabama. This game is going to be monumental. This game is going to go down all the way down to the fourth quarter. Tennessee is going to come in and ball out, and they can legitimately beat Alabama. But I'm going with Alabama again. I've said it from the very first week. Ty Simpson play is the difference of Alabama winning and losing. And he, to me, is a pro-style type of quarterback. He's a quarterback that I would actually draft in this upcoming draft. He looks really good. He's looked the best out of all the quarterbacks week to week to me. Now, there's been other quarterbacks that had better games than he had, but as far as what he has to do, lead Alabama, the way he throws the ball, the way he's able to run, and the way he's able to lead that team down the field, I just believe that Bama is the better team slightly than Tennessee. I think this game will come down to either 3 points. This is a 3-point game. I wouldn't be surprised if this was like a last second field goal type of game. So again, I'm going with Alabama over Tennessee. Next game I'm calling number 10 LSU at number 17 Vanderbilt. This is a recipe for an upset. This is a recipe for an upset for Vanderbilt beating LSU on their field. Recipe. But I'm going with LSU. Going with LSU again. LSU still has the better athletes. I'm not a fan of Brian Kelly as a coach, but he has a way of winning these games and has a way of losing other top tier games. So in my opinion, he will have LSU ready for this game, and they beat Vanderbilt. Next game I'm calling number 5 Ole Miss versus number 9 Georgia. This game is going to be amazing. Ole Miss has a really good young quarterback, but Georgia can't allow itself to lose another game on this magnitude on their home field. They just recently lost to Alabama on their field. They can't have two. And I do my twos like this and not like this. They can't have 2 losses on their home field in the same year. And overall, I think Georgia is still the better team. And I think their coach will have them ready to go for this game. So I'm going with Georgia over LSU. I'm sorry, I got Georgia over Ole Miss. Next game I'm calling number 20 USC and against number 13 Notre Dame. I got USC winning this game. Notre Dame has been so up and down this year. Every big game that they played this year, they haven't looked good. They haven't stood out. And USC, they played. I mean, they beat my team last week. They beat Michigan. They did it in a very physical manner. And, I think that will continue. I think, they will beat Notre Dame in a very physical manner. And I think they have the better team. So I got USC beating Notre Dame. And the last game, I'm calling number 23 Utah versus number 15 BYU. This game can go either way, regardless of the ranking. It could go either way. Utah has looked really good in spots, and BYU has looked really good in spots. But overall, I'm going to have to go with the freshman in BYU. The way they rallying around him, they're really playing together, and they playing at BYU. This is one of those understated rivalries that's going on for years. And the fact that they're in the same conference has reignited that rivalry. So I got BYU beating Utah. So again, I have Miami beating LSU, Bama beating Tennessee, Vanderbilt beating LSU. I have Georgia. Let me correct that. I have Miami beating Louisville. I have Bama beating Tennessee. I have Vanderbilt beating LSU. I have Georgia beating Ole Miss. I have USC beating Notre Dame. And I have BYU beating Utah. And that's my pick 6 for college football this week. Nah, bro, my Irish will win this week. You think Notre Dame gonna beat USC? Yeah, man. I'm out on the Irish this year. I'm not gonna lie to you. They haven't looked good in any big game. They haven't looked good. They haven't looked good. They haven't looked good. I'm just gonna be honest. USC is a problem. I think you will go 3-3 this week. I will see. Last week I went 5-1. The week before that I went 6-0. It is very hard to win majority of these games because these games are meant to be played and not just bet and right? The game is played on the field and not on the cards. So I think I'm gonna go 6-0. I think I'm gonna go 6-0. Like I said, last week I went 5-1. The week before that I went 6-0. So all right. So moving on to my pick 6 for the NFL. Again, last week I went 5-1. I got some good picks, y'all. All right, so first game I'm calling, I got the Eagles going to the Vikings. This is also going to be a really good game. Vikings has really looked good, regardless of who's at quarterback. That defense, the team has all bought in. But I think the Eagles get back on track this week and beats the Vikings. Next game I'm calling Rams versus the Jaguars. Also going to be a very good game. I think this will probably be the best game of the week, in my opinion. I have the Rams beating the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars are very explosive, both sides of the tape. But I honestly believe that the Rams is looking at the tape where the Jaguars barely beat my Chiefs. And the Chiefs, we beat ourselves in that game. And I don't think the Rams will allow themselves to beat themselves. And I think they have the personnel to beat the Jaguars on both sides of the ball. So I got the Rams beating the Jags. Next game I'm calling the Giants versus the Broncos. The Giants is so inconsistent. I already labeled them as pretenders. They're pretenders. They're pretenders. As soon as you think they're going to win a game, they're going to lose a game. They will play well. They will play well against the Broncos. I do believe so. But they lose this game. They lose this game. The Broncos, their front four is damn near OD. The Giants, the worst thing that the Giants could do is fall in this game, meaning fall back. If they fall back, down a touchdown or 10 points, it's a wrap. it's a wrap. Denver front line, their front four, they get after quarterbacks, bro. And then you got Patrick Surtain lurking in the backfield. Oh, good luck, Chuck. So I got the Broncos beating the Giants in this game. Next game I'm calling Chiefs versus the Raiders. Y'all see the hat in the background. Y'all know who I'm going with. I'm going with my Chiefs. We continue to look better and better. And we have to win this game if we're going to really make a playoff run. We can't afford to lose to a team like the Raiders. The Raiders have been struggling, and we can't allow them to get put on track with this game. And this is a division game. So the Raiders will play inspired football, but we're going to win this game. Next game I'm calling Dolphins versus the Browns. There's no reason why the Browns should not beat the Dolphins in their home field, on their home field. There's no reason why Dylan Gabriel, and we just spoke about him, not putting up not a single touchdown in 2 games, on why he doesn't score at least 2 touchdown passes or throw for at least 2 touchdown passes in this game. If the Cleveland Browns win this game, they will win 14-10. And that's mainly because their defense is outstanding. But I got the Dolphins winning this game. Low-key, even though the Dolphins are struggling, they're struggling on their defense. Their offense still puts up buckets. Cleveland, in my opinion, their offense, the way it's currently constructed, they don't have the ability to put up 27 points. Miami do. I got Miami beating the Browns at the Browns. In the last game, I'm calling for my pick 6 for the NFL. Steelers versus the Bengals. I got the Bengals winning this game. People like, yo, you are crazy, Ash. The Steelers, great team. Looked good last week, beating the hell out of the Browns. Yes. But this is a Thursday night game. This game is tomorrow. And for some reason, most times, and they probably change the way they do it moving forward, but for some reason, the team that has the most time to prepare for the Thursday night games do win that game. Even though the Steelers could easily beat the Bengals. The Bengals pose as a real threat against the Steelers because of the matchups. Having Joe Flacco, now having the ability, a quarterback who can throw the ball, and you have those top tier receivers on the outside. And I think it will be a little layover on their defensive side of the ball with the Steelers. So I have the Bengals beating the Steelers. So again, I have the Vikings losing to the Eagles. I have the Rams beating the Jaguars. I have the Broncos beating the Giants. I have the Chiefs, of course, beating the Raiders. I have the Dolphins beating the Browns. And I have the Bengals beating the Steelers. And that's my pick 6 for the NFL. And again, if you're trying to win you a little money on, need something for your parlay, money line, got some good picks, so make sure y'all tap in. Shout out to Backwoods in the building. Appreciate you for tapping in. Hit them likes, hit the 100s. Appreciate you tapping in. I hope you took out the trash. Did you take the trash out? Backwood, did you take the trash out? Make sure the dishes is done too. Okay? Make sure them dishes is done. Okay? Patrick Torres. That Miami game with no Tyreek Hill. Cleveland defense is really good. I picked the Browns for that game. I preface my comment by saying there's no reason why Cleveland shouldn't win that game. But with Tyreek or not, the Dolphins could still put up buckets. They find a way to score points. If you look at their games, their problem is not offense with or without Tyreek. With Tyreek, their offense is just explosive. Without him, they could still put up points. I don't see the Browns putting up 27 points. They're going to have to put up 20-something points to beat the Dolphins in this game. But if Cleveland win, like I said, there's no reason why they shouldn't win, right? So if they lose this game, feel me? Call me the guru if they lose this game. I'm just saying, call me the guru. All right, y'all. So that's my pick six again for college football and the NFL. All right, moving on to our next segment. I will keep the lie alive segment.